Hello everyone. This is a quick refresher on how to round, and I'm your host, Professor Capko. Every now and then you will have a problem in which you need to round, and sometimes we forget how to do that. So I'm going to show you how to do that in this refresher. So let's say the first one says round this number to the second decimal place. When they tell you where to round it to, that's where you want to look. A lot of my videos are on accounting, so often we're rounding to the second decimal place because that's the dollars and cents. So you'll see that often in accounting and finance, but it happens in other areas as well, and the rounding works the same regardless of where you're rounding to. But since it's telling us to round to the second decimal place, I like to put an arrow over what we're rounding to. So here's the decimal. We're going to 1, 2. So I'm going to round to this number. That's the one that we're actively going to change or not. And we always look to the next number to the right. The next number to the right, in this case 5. If it's 5 or above, so if it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then we're going to round this number up. We're going to round it up. In this case, it's a 5. So we're going to rewrite the number as 110.04. That digit goes up 1 because the number to the right is a 5. So we're going to raise this digit 1. So it's 110.04. Let's look at another example. So I'm going to move this up. And this one says we're going to round again to the second decimal place. So I look for the decimal. I move over 2, and that's the digit that we're looking at. I have to look one digit to the right, and again, I'm going to ask myself, is that a 5 or above? Since it's a 2, it is not a 5 or above. This number here that we're rounding to does not change. It stays the same. 325.00. And because we're rounding, we truncate all the other numbers. In other words, we cut them off. We don't write any of those additional numbers after the second decimal place. Let's do one additional example, and let's do something other than the second decimal place, just so you see that it works the same. So here's a number that it's asking us to round, and it wants us to round it to 1 decimal place. So I'm going to look at, here's the decimal. I look at the first decimal place, and that's the number that we're going to be changing possibly. I look one number to the right, and in this case, the digit is a 3. A 3 is not a 5 or above, so this number does not change. So I'm going to rewrite it, and I'm going to use a comma just to make it easier to see. 0.2. And again, I'm going to truncate any additional numbers. So that is how we round that. If you found this video helpful, please smash the thumbs up button. It will help this video get out to others, and the YouTube algorithm will help this channel grow. Also, please subscribe. It really helps me out, as well as there's some things in the comments that you can do to help support this channel. So take a look at those things and keep your grade alive and subscribe. Until next time, this is Professor Capko.